There. Welcome back to your favorite spoken English channel, Business Spoken English. Ever thought about speaking English confidently without leaving your own home? Guess what? It's easier than you think. Let's dive in, and by the end of this session, you'll be chatting English just like a pro. We all are keeping things to our real and simple today. Forget about formalities, no textbook, just you and me right here, learning how to speak English confidently with the comfort zone of your own house. We'll break down everything that you need to start speaking English confidently. So, are you ready? Let's get started. In this session, we'll be learning how to break the ice, how to start a conversation. Second, we'll know about building blocks, everyday vocabulary and phrases. Connecting the dots means sentence construction. Real life conversation, practice situations, expressing yourself, talking about your day, and putting it all together and in free flow conversation practice for 20 minutes. Let's get started with the first one, breaking the ice, which is to overcome fear and start conversation. Let's face it. Starting anything that can be a little scary, especially speaking with a new language. Here's the truth. English is just a way of expressing yourselves. The more you use it, the more natural it feels. That's it. Identify your blocks. Talk about the common fears, like making mistakes, sounding funny, forgetting words. Assure yourself that it's normal at the part of learning process. It's really normal if you're committing mistakes. Relax and breathe. At the time you have just done mistake, look at feel that you just did a mistake, it's a silly mistake, and feel good about yourself that you did something which was not in the capacity of yours. You just got rid of your own capacity and try to exceed that. That's why you did mistake, isn't it? So get yourself relaxed and breathe for a moment. And after, when relaxation techniques, this one will make you deep breathing, and it can calm your nerves before speaking. Now start with what you know. Many times it happens that we start learning new topics in order to speak it. It's not that. Just by knowing the common phrases that can be used in daily conversation, that's sufficient for you to get started with conversation. That's it. It's not that you need to understand Neuralink or any scientific topic like dark web, like deep web. It's not that. Just normal conversation. That's it. And it will not contain more than 200 to 300 words. That all summarizes, that all accumulates to a conversation. We don't proceed more than 200 sentences, and you're aware of it. The sentences like how you, what's going on, how's it going on, have you done something new. That's the only common sentences that we come across in our daily life, isn't it? Just 200 to 300 sentences that you need to master, and you'll be speaking English. That's it. Now start by saying simple words in your conversation. It's really possible that at first it'll feel odd for you to speak sentences, and it might make you feel like you're not be able to construct sentences. It might be also possible that your sentence construction ability is lacking. It doesn't matter. Start using normal simple words or phrases into your conversation, and only use the words which you're already familiar with, which you've already heard of, and being confident by acknowledging that they are already known more than they think, isn't it? Now, if you know about any particular matter, speak it out. That's it. If you learn new topics not to speak, it'll be hard, and it'll feel robotic, or it'll be AI generated. Next one is interactive practice. See, there are simple sentences that we use in our conversation, right? Now, when you're not using them in your interaction, you can use it with yourself only. Like, my name is, I like these things. In color, my favorite is this. In people, I like him, her. Today is Monday. Remind these things. That it's not perfect, it's not completely perfect sentences. It's not that you need to understand subject verb agreement models or active passive or anything you require nothing other than normal sentences, isn't it? And in order to learn these simple sentences, you just need to Google it, and you'll get more than 200 sentences. You just need to master it, and once you'll be done with it, you'll be using in your conversation. Before using this in conversation, you should use it with yourself. Talk to yourself at any point of time when you feel like there's nothing that you're supposed to do. Okay, now remember, English is not about perfection, it's about communication. Now you can get your point across if you're be able to put your points, come across to everyone, you're already communicating. See, there's a person who speaks really, really, really fluent, and people aren't understanding them. And there's a person who stutters and try to, find sentences, and it's really hard for him. But his viewer, or the person with whom he's sharing his conversation, they'll be able to understand it. What do you understand? Like the person who knows everything about this language, who knows pronunciation, pitfalls, and syntax, accent, dialect, he understands every little thing about this language, but still he's not be able to put across his thoughts. So it's useless to learn all of these. And the person who is just struggling with finding, in order to find new words, but still in this scenario also is be able to put his ideas across people, he is winning. Not the one who is completely fluent, but the one who is just struggling, but is be able to put across his thought upon people, right? Okay, next. Now, building blocks. Everyday vocabulary and phrases that you need to master. Now, we are feeling a bit comfortable with English. Now, you might have understood that it's not something like rocket science that you need to master. There's nothing like that. Now, you might feel that English is just a language till, by accumulating what I've said till now, you might conclude this idea that this is one of the easiest languages in the world, isn't it? And if it is not, I'll make you understand, and I'll make you confirm that it is. Okay, now since we have comfortable in this language, now let's start adding new words and phrases to your toolkit. These can be like building blocks that can help you express yourself in better way every day. Now, normal sentences like what you doing, where you going, what's going on. These sentences has to be added to your dictionary of your brain. Once you'll do it, it'll be added to your conversation, and most often you'll start using it. Now, everyday essentials. Now, commonly used words and phrases. For example, hi, how are you? Fine. Can I have a glass of water? And these sentences, like normal, typical sentences that you need to learn, is essential. I would suggest you to learn at least 100 to 200 sentences and speak it out loud, so that at the time when you'll be speaking, it might have already, gotten along with your language. So, real life context. Use these examples in daily life, like ordering food, asking for direction, making small talk. Practice makes a man perfect, and you need to encourage yourself to practice these phrases throughout the day. Even when if you're not having any conversation with anyone, speak them out loud with your daily routine. You're doing something else, but in your spare time, when you aren't doing anything, just read it out, speak it out, talk to yourself. Now, when I say these phrases, now you will repeat with me, okay? I'll make it interactive in order to make it more efficient and the most, informational and practical video ever. Okay, repeat with me. Can I have a glass of water? Can I have a glass of water? Can I have some more rice? Can I have some more rice? Can I have the bill, please? Can I have the bill, please? Okay. Now think of these phrases as key. The more you collect, the more doors you can unlock to your conversation. Okay. Now, connecting the dots. Alright, we've got some new vocabularies under our belt, and now it's time to start putting these words together. And this is where the real magic happens, turning words into sentences. Now for this, there are certain topics that you need to learn, like subject, verb, and object. I'm not saying subject, verb, agreement, and subject, verb, concord. It's not that. Just subject, verb, object. Firstly, you'll talk about the person who is doing anything. For example, if someone is dancing, see, who is doing it? Name. And then the action. What is it being done by them? That. And then object. What is the impact that it is being made? For example, if someone is walking on the ground, you'll see, if a person is walking upon ground, he, it's a subject, is walking, it's a verb, upon the ground. on the ground. It's an object. Now, these basic sentences in English structures can be seen as simple. And it's really easy to remember. Like, I eat rice. She likes coffee. They play football. These are basics and you need to build it. Now, adding adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, these can make sentences more interesting. For example, if you say, I eat rice, try saying it. I eat rice quickly. She likes coffee. She likes coffee and tea. Now, creating a flow. See, if your sentences are natural and you'll be able to express that emotion upon your face, then it's working out. But if you're just speaking like a speech, like, I'm hungry, I need food. No, it's not that. The intonation, the pitches, the accent, the pronunciation, the expression, the feel, it should come out. If you be able to do it, you already understand it. If you aren't, you're just speaking like a robotic. Okay, now, if you say I'm hungry, it's not that there should be an expression upon your face. Like, I'm hungry, I need food, something like that. I want to eat something. It's not, I want to eat something, I'm hungry. It's not. Have that expression upon face. When you'll be habitual of it, at the time when you will feel anything, like the expression will come automatically. You need to generate it. You need to tell your subconscious brain that you want it to be shown upon your face at the time when you're speaking. Okay? Okay. Now, you need to construct your own sentences. See at your environment, see your nearby, see your surrounding. Do you see anything that you can talk about? Do you see, are you sitting upon the bed, chair, sofa? What you're doing? Think of it. Speak it out. Like, what else can you see in front of you? Like, in front of, is there a phone in your hand on which you're watching this video? Is that a TV upon which you're watching my video? Like, what application is this video is being seen upon? Like, on what channel are you seeing it? What's your name? What do you like? What's your favorite color? Any hobbies that you possess? Is there a specific person that you like? Speak it out. Talk about as many things as possible. And once you'll be comfortable, you'll be finding more complex sentences, you'll be forming more complex sentences, and you'll be feeling proud upon it. Okay? Now, every sentence that you build is like a step forward in a conversation. The more steps you take, the further you'll be going. Now, real life conversation. See, let's take everything that we have learned so far and bring it into real life. Imagine you're out in this world, you need to communicate in English. We're going to practice exactly that. Common situations. Focus upon practical scenarios like shopping, meeting new people, traveling. For example, excuse me, where's the restaurant? How much does it cost? Now, you might play a role-playing activity. You might stimulate conversation with your friend or with yourself as well. You might tell yourself that you're the customer and you're the shopkeeper as well. You might talk to yourself about it. You may practice responding to your own questions that you yourself is asking. Now, if you're at a store, what you need to find the specific item, what do you say? Talk about it. If you require anything, how do you ask? How can you take help of people? Now, how tone and body language and politeness can affect your words is like understanding these things are really important. I'm not saying mandatory, but really important. The effect of this language can only be seen if you're using it in right context, with right tone, with right pronunciation, with right accent, with right intonation, with right pitch, with right like everything. But I'm not saying these all things are compulsory. If you'll be able to put your ideas across people, you're already winning, and maybe more than that. Now, interactive practice. Well, now in a conversation, if I ask you anything, can you answer that? Okay, let's see. What's your name? Okay. What are your hobbies? Okay. Is there any favorite color that you like? Got it. Is there any one of your favorite subjects? Aha, it's my favorite too. Now, since you're able to communicate, you just did some responses of my questions, which proves that you're already at a good point. All you need to do is to face this fear in front of people as well. Now, if I ask, can I help you with something? I'm in a mall and I'm helping you. Can I help you with something? Okay, the blue shirt. Okay, you'll find it in the right corner. Now, as you're speaking this, I feel fortunate that from this session you learned something and you'll be able to start the conversation. Now, real conversation is where your English skills truly come to life. The more you practice, the more natural you'll feel. Now, expressing yourself, talking about the day, and these things. English aren't just a formal situation. It's like a great tool for sharing your thoughts, your experiences, your day-to-day situations, lives. Let's make it personal. As I talk about you, you're very specific about your day, right? You're really busy. You have a really hectic schedule in your day, isn't it? So why don't you talk about that in your routine? Can you just say that what you do early in the morning after waking up? Is there anything specific that you like?